Hello students, Namaste. Welcome to the virtual learning platform of Grade 10 English. And today we are going to deal pronunciation of Unit 11. The name of the unit is Ethics and Morality. Well students, if you are ready to go with me, you can turn the page 167 and we'll learn the pronunciation. Okay, so pronunciation. When you hear this word in English, okay, let's first learn to pronounce the word pronunciation, okay? It's not the pronunciation, okay? Most of the time, we try to say pronunciation. It's pronoun, but when we have to say pronunciation, then it's not pronunciation, it's pronunciation, all right? So phonetically, if you look at the dictionary, you will find like this, all right? Pronunciation will be written as pronunciation, all right? Pronunciation, all right? So you'll find in the dictionary as pronunciation, all right? So, I would like to suggest all of the students that, okay, pronunciation is the act of uttering words, okay? So when we utter the words, then sometimes we give emphasis to different syllables, okay? Now let me tell you again. Let me remind you, Unit 2 of Grade 10 English, all right? There you learned about stressed syllables and unstressed syllables, okay? So in English, all right, though English is very universal and flexible language nowadays, okay? We have American English, we have British English, we have Indian English, okay, variety of English can be seen, but, okay, in standard English, okay, there are some standard way of pronunciation, okay. So in standard English, there are certain rules, okay, certain words which are stressed in a sentence, and that creates a special rhythm in English language, in spoken English, all right. So therefore, it's very beautiful, okay. As far as possible, we have to try to learn the correct and standard pronunciation as far as possible. All right, so in case of pronunciation, let me remind you about phonetic symbols. Unit 2, I told you about phonetic symbols. Can you remember? Yeah, you can go there. I have given you the charts of phonetic symbols there. How many consonant sounds are there? Yeah, 24, good. And how many vowel sounds are there? All right, 12, that's nice. Then diphthongs, 8, all right. It's very good to learn. This is, again, go back to your home, all right? Students, when you are at home, please again reread the phonetic symbols. For example, let me ask you if you can identify some of them. So, all right. We keep under the slash. Which sound is this? Ah, fine. Ah sound. Good. All right. And which sound is this? Ah, good. That's the sound. Good. Which sound is this? The cha sound. Good. And which sound is this? A sound, okay? Actually, E is A in phonetic transcription, all right? So, for example, let me give you some words, okay? Right? Let me remind you some of the word and stress, okay? If you remember Unit 2, let's look. Liberty. How do you write this one? Liberty, all right? So where does the stress fall here? On the first syllabus, liberty. So we call this word liberty, not liberty. We say liberty, right? Next, opponent. How do you pronounce? You will look at the dictionary and you can see opponent. It's written as opponent. So stress falls on the second. Here stress falls on the first syllables. Here stress falls on second syllables. Opponent. We don't say opponent. We say opponent. So stress on the second syllable. Similarly, when you talk about another words like, okay, celebration. So, celebration. All right. So, celebration. The stress falls on the third syllabus. Okay. Celebration. We call it celebration. All right. So, in this way, some of the words have the stress in different places. First, second, or third syllables. Okay, syllables are the points. It's breakdown elements in a word, right? So we have a stress in the words. Now, okay, here in this exercise also, you will see. Okay, let's go to the book. Can you turn your page, please? 167. All right, so look at this one, Unit 11, Ethics and Morality in the Pronunciation. In English, all words in sentence are not equally stressed. This creates a special rhythm in spoken English. Study the following important words and study how the important words are stressed in the following sentences. Okay, let's see this one. So please follow me, all right? This sign, this sign symbolizes the stress sign, all right? And where it is, it symbolizes the where it falls, okay? So the man was happy to receive the gift. Can you repeat it? The man was happy to receive the gift, all right? So we may not say the man was happy to receive the gift. It's not normal like that, okay? So it's create a kind of rhythm because we say happy, we say receive, we don't say receive, right? Like that. Next. So we'll say like this. I want you to start the party. Can you repeat? I want you to start the party. All right, next. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. So we'll say, I didn't mean that. So there's a stress on different words like didn't, stress in mean, stress in that also, all right? So we don't normally say, I didn't mean that, okay? So I didn't mean that. That's how we say. Next, where did he begin his schooling? All right? Where did he begin his schooling? All right? So here stress falls on the second syllables in begin. In schooling, it falls on the first syllables. Next, what did you do yesterday? Right? What did you do yesterday? Right? All right. Now let me show you some of the words. If you look at the Oxford Dictionary, then you'll find some of the words written there like this. Then stress, receive. This is how it is written. So it's always better to look at the dictionary, phonetic symbols, okay, and how they are pronounced. You can learn, okay. You can also learn where the words are stressed, okay. Though there are various rules about stress, okay. Generally, in the one-syllabic word, the stress falls in the first syllables, okay, and in the noun and in adjectives and adverbs, okay, where there is the three syllables, the stress falls in the first syllables also, okay. So there are certain rules, but most important thing is you have to look at the dictionary and listen to the native speakers. Like next is begin. As we say, begin is written like that, and it stress is here. And look at the as today. So E sound. You remember it's A sound. So yesterday or yesterday also. It is also pronounced yesterday also. Okay, and it's today also. Okay, now mark stress syllables with the stress mark in the following sentences to show sentence stress. All right. So sentence stress, as I said, is okay. Word stress, okay. Where the stress falls is the word stress. Okay, in the first syllable, in the second syllable, or in the third syllable, or so on. Okay, that is the word state. Okay, and in sentence stress, the words are, some of the words are given more emphasis while speaking or while reading. Okay, that is known as the word stress. For example, like look at this one. Have a seat, please. You can also say, we can have stress in the have also. Okay, normally have a seat, please. But we can also normally say have a seat, please. Okay, so this is how you say. Next is, the story was interesting, but it did not contain enough messages, right? So can I repeat? The story was interesting, but it did not contain enough messages. All right, so stress on the second syllable in contain, second syllable in enough. Would you like a cold drink? Let's repeat. Would you like a cold drink? Fine. Next. What did you tell her this morning? What did you tell her this morning? All right. Next. Don't take it so easy. He won't give up so quickly. So the word don't is given emphasis, easy is emphasized, and give is emphasized, and it creates a rhythm. Okay. Don't take it easy. He won't give it up. Won't give up so quickly. Right? So we can see, and the interesting is stress is on the first syllables. Interesting, right? Interesting. Then contain is written like this. Contain. Look at the Oxford Dictionary. Is enough. Okay, E sound, enough. Okay, yeah. All right, let's continue. Most people are fully aware that motorcycles can be dangerous to ride. Can you follow me? Most people are fully aware that motorcycles can be dangerous to ride. Does she work with you? Yes, it does. Right? Does she work with you? Yes, it does. Okay, we focus on the does. Yes, it does. It's not like in the normal way. Okay, so English has very, very charm when you emphasize some of the words. Okay, when you stress on some of the words, and that sounds good. He bought a red car for his daughter. He bought a red car for his daughter. Good. I'm Brazilian. I'm Brazilian. So we stress on the G, okay? Second syllable. I'm Brazilian. We are not familiar with this new computer program. We are not familiar with this new computer program. Good. So look at some of the words written. Dangerous. Dangerous. Okay. Dangerous. Then do, this O sound. Daughter. 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 All right. Daughter. The first stress on the first syllable. Familiar. So generally we say I'm familiar. It's okay, but so far as kind of standard, okay, pronunciation is concerned, we'll say familiar. Familiar, like this. All right, so thank you, students. I hope so far you will understand what is pronunciation. All right, so it's all about okay, listening to the native speakers and consulting the dictionary and finding out the correct okay way of pronunciation and to pronounce the words, giving some emphasis in some sentences. Okay, thank you. Try your best. And now, connected to pronunciation, we are learning speaking, all right? So here you can see the right instructions. What is the instruction? Can you look at the speaking? A, the instruction is a youth club president is asking for its members' agreement to her plan to raise a fund. Act out the conversation in threes. All right. Now here is conversation between three, okay, of them, and let's read the conversation. Before we read, I have a recorded version. Okay, let's listen them.
Well, everyone, do we all agree that we'll conduct a fair to raise a fund?
Yes, I agree. We need some fund to manage prices and all.
I don't think that's right. Not all students might spend their money on the fair. We should find other options too.
Okay, by looking at this conversation, can you imagine what is this about? Can you guess what language function are they talking about? Yes, good. So today we are in our speaking course. We have a language function that is known as agree and disagree, or agreement and disagreement. All right. When you want to agree for some statements, okay, for somebody's point, somebody's opinion, what word or phrase do you use? And if you disagree, what word or phrase do you use? Okay, let me give you some points. Okay, so can you just think some of the words and phrases to use in the agreement and disagreement? Okay, good. It's okay. So you can say, okay, I'm saying, okay, let's say language function agreement, okay, and disagreement. So obviously, if somebody says something and if you agree, then I agree is the simple word, I agree, and you can add your opinion. So then you say, when you disagree, I disagree. Simply, I disagree. All right, that's fine. What others? So you can say also, I completely agree with you, or I completely agree. That's okay, fine. So then I will say, I completely, or you can say entirely also, I entirely disagree. Right? Yeah, all right. Similarly, you can say absolutely. Absolutely. That's one word. Absolutely. Absolutely, I agree. Again, you can say, absolutely, I agree. Then you can say, you can also say, absolutely, I disagree. Or best one is, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, and add your point. I'm not sure. Okay. You can also say, I think so too. When you are agreeing, then you say, oh, I think so too. Then when you disagree, you say, I don't think so. Okay? I don't think so. Then you add your disagreement. So you can say, I'm with you. I'm with you there. okay, or I'm with you, okay. Then I can support you. I can support you. All right. So you can say that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Or you can say I doubt. I doubt it's not good way. Okay. All right. So in this way, you can use various kinds of words and phrases and sentences to talk about agreement, disagreement. Okay. So that's what you have to learn, and then you have to add your opinion. Now let's see other exercises, students. Okay. Well, students, all right. You can see the exercise number B. We have to create the similar conversations as given in the example in your book. So it's all about work in threes and have similar conversations as above. Use the situations below. Okay, the first situation is the head teacher is trying to take students' agreement on conducting extra classes for students. So how will you design the conversation? Can you think? All right. So listen the conversation about this situation. Okay.
Well, everyone, do we all agree that we will conduct extra classes for the students of grade 10?
Yes, I agree. We can manage extra classes in science and mathematics for all the students in the morning.
I don't think that's right. Not all the students might like to attend extra classes. We should give them a choice.
Well, so good. You had a good conversation in threes. So this was your conversations, all right? So head teacher was asking the agreement to conduct extra classes, all right? Then Princey agrees and Ronisa disagrees, okay? So while Princey agrees, he says, I agree. We can manage extra classes in science. He says like this, all right, as you heard. And Ronnie says, I don't think that's right idea. We have to give them choice. So the idea is, after saying, yes, I agree, yes, I support your point, you can say, we can manage extra classes that helps to, okay, increase the grade, all right? And then Ronis will say, no, they can manage the extra class by themselves, right? You can add different ideas. Let's go to situation number B. Number B question is, the zoo manager is asking for his committee members to add a line in the zoo. So, what will the zoo manager will say? Good. Is it a good idea that adding a line is good in our zoo? Maybe saying like that. Then, what will other two will say? One will agree, another will disagree. All right. So listen this audio. How do they express their opinion?
Well, everyone, do we all agree that adding a lion to the zoo would be a great idea?
That's a good idea. A new lion would attract more visitors and it could be an exciting addition to our zoo.
I'm not so sure about that. Lions are expensive to maintain. Maybe we can explore other, more cost effective animal options.
All right, look at this one. So zoo manager is asking everyone about the agreement of adding the zoo. All right, Ravina, that's good idea, she says, because a lion would attract more visitors. All right. Priya says, no, I'm not sure about that because it is expensive. Okay, we can think about cost expensive animals, right? So you can have your own idea. For example, by saying that's good idea, a lion would attract many people, all right, you'll say, all right. Then Priya is, I'm not sure, okay. We can buy other good animals, okay, instead of expensive lion, like that. So number C, sorry. So C, look at C's. Okay, okay, students, let's go to C. The chairperson of our ward wants all of you to participate in the cleanliness campaign. How will you create the conversation? Can you try, please? Yeah? Yeah, please work out your conversation. One will be the chairperson, okay? Next is Ram, Sita, yeah? Can you create? One will agree and another will disagree. Good, good. Now, okay, here is the moral answer for you. Listen the audio first.
Well, everyone, do we all agree that we should actively participate in the upcoming cleanliness campaign for our ward?
Absolutely, a cleaner environment benefits us all, and it's a great way to bring the community together.
Not really. I mean, we're all busy, and it might be challenging for everyone to find the time to participate.
All right, so here is your answer. All right. So one agrees by saying absolutely. Okay. So and that will create the community together. That will bring the community together. Okay. But Rija says not really. Okay. This is another way of saying disagreement. All right. Good. Next, D. The class monitor is asking all friends to make a job chart and follow it. All right. Again, can you practice, students? You have a class monitor, right? Okay. He is telling your friends that to make a job chart. He's asking your consent. He's asking your agreement or disagreement. He or she is asking your opinion to make a job chart in the classroom and follow by all, okay? And to be followed by all. So can you create the conversation? All right, think. Good. So this can be the
Hey
example.
everyone, how about we create a job chart for our class and make sure we all follow it?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. It will help us to keep the classroom organized.
I don't think it's necessary. We are all responsible enough to take care of our own things. Why complicate things with a chart?
This was the conversation. Class monitor, hey everyone, how about we create a job chart for our class and make sure we all follow it? So Krisa will agree, yeah, that sounds good idea. Look at this, that sounds good, okay? That sounds good idea. It helps us to keep the classroom organized. Maya says, no, it's not necessary. Don't make the things complicated, she says, all right? So finally, E, the situation is the English teacher wants all the students to make a good presentations in class at regular interval. Do you agree or do you disagree? Look at
Good
this.
day, everyone. I would like to suggest that each of you makes a presentation in a class at regular intervals. What do you think?
I'm all for it. Presentations can help us improve our public speaking skills and share interesting topics with the class.
I don't think that's right. Not everyone is comfortable with public speaking, and it might create unnecessary stress for some students.
All right, so in this way, when English teacher is asking about your opinion, about your agreement and disagreement about a presentation in the regular intervals, then Sophie agrees, so I'm all for it, I'm happy, okay? So it improves our speaking skill, it improves our public presentation skill, but Jane says, no, it is unnecessary stress for the students, okay? So you can have your own opinion. So well, students, okay, in this way, you can show your agreement and disagreement. So in the moral lesson, I have shown you that the first students always agrees and second always disagrees. But it does not necessarily mean that, okay, first people always agrees, first person always agrees, and next disagrees. No, first can disagree, and then next can agree. It can be made like that way. Okay, so practice your conversation. Thank you. So well, students, we are still in the topics of pronunciation, speaking, and writing one. Okay, of Unit 11, Ethics and Morality. Since our reading one was wisdom of little girls, okay, so there was a moral story, okay, there was a moral lesson, and therefore here writing one is also concerned with the moral story writing, okay. So either it is moral story or it is story writing, almost same, okay. So you can create the stories, you can create the moral stories with the help of the clues, prompts given, all right. And in the examination also, you will be given the prompts, you will be given the hints, okay. Then you have to give the title, all right, and you have to give the suitable title, and then you have to create the moral of the story. And sometimes you can be asked, okay, write a story or create a story with the moral, friend in need is friend indeed, all right. So like that, we are trying to learn this, okay. So you might have read or heard some moral stories, yeah, of course, all right. Write your favorite one in your own words. That's the question, and we are going to deal with this one. So a moral story is also known as a fable or parable. So it is a narrative that aims to convey a moral lesson or teach a specific principle, all right. So moral lessons are also fables. We can remember the fables of Aesop, okay, and we can remember parables of Jesus Christ, right. So they are all the moral stories. They give you one moral lesson, okay. They teach you one specific principle. Okay, students, let's try a sample story. Don't count your chickens before they are hens. So look at this one. Here is the title. The title is The Milkmaid and Her Pail. Okay. Okay, so there is the outline. Okay. In the examination also, you will get the outline, and you have to arrange them in the story, and you have to change them in the past tense. Let's see. Once upon a time, a milkmaid goes to sell her milk on her head, thinks about the wonderful things with the money. Okay, milk to buy eggs, give chicks, produce more hens, more eggs, will buy beautiful dress, jewelry, talk of the town. In a dream starts to dance, stumbles to a stone, milk spills out, loses all her milk. All right. So we might be starting. Once upon a time, there was a milkmaid. All right. Please stop. So go changes to went. Basically, you change present tense into past tense when you are telling this story. Okay. She went to sell her milk on her head. All right. Then she began to think. Okay, or she thought. If you change things, she thought about the wonderful things, or she began to think about the wonderful things with the money. Okay. With the money after selling the milk, all right, after selling her milk. So actually she planned to buy eggs, okay, by selling her milk. Then she thought eggs would give more chickens, okay, and the more chickens will produce more hens, okay, and the more eggs would be produced, okay. And she thought that she will buy beautiful dress, she will buy jewelry. She talked of the town, okay, in her dream. In her dream, she started to dance, but suddenly she stumbled to a stone, and her milk spilled out. In this way, she lost all her milk. So it is said that don't count your chickens before they are hens. So here's the story. All right. Once upon a time, there was a young milkmaid named Phyllis. Okay, you can continue, okay, adding a lot of things, a lot of extra informations. She had an imaginative mind, often dreaming about a better life. Okay, one day she walked to the market with a pail of milk on her head. She began to think about the wonderful things she would do with the money she earned. All right. She thought, I will sell this milk and buy some eggs. Phyllis thought. From those eggs, I will get chicks. The chicks will grow into hens, and the hens will lay more eggs, and I'll sell those eggs and buy a beautiful dress and some jewelry. Everyone will admire me, and I will be the talk of the town, right? Lost in her dreams, Phyllis started to skip and dance, imagining her glamorous future. As she danced, the pail of the milk balanced on her head, began to ooble, In an instant, she stumbled to a stone and the milk spilled. She was so sad to lose her milk. So it is said, don't count your chickens before they are heads, or don't make castle in the air, or don't be over ambitious. So, similarly, all right, here is the assignment for you. Create a moral story. With the moral lesson. Telling lies loses faith on you. Okay, telling lies is harmful. Honesty is the best policy. Falsehood brings no good. Don't prank all the time. So this is all. It all has the same moral lesson. Okay, one moral lesson, one idea can be told in the different ways. Okay, so telling lies is harmful also means honesty is the best policy. It also means that falsehood brings no good. Don't prank all the time. You can remember this story, like the jack always going to graze the sheep, and he cries wolf, wolf all the time, So he pranks all the time, and it becomes very, very harmful to him, right? So similarly, you can create the story, moral story. You can think about the moral story, thinking about, friend in need is friend indeed, all right? Similarly, don't judge your book by its cover, all right? And similarly, you can talk about other things like, all right, health is the most important than wealth, Health is more valuable than wealth, Like this kind of moral stories, you can think and you can learn, Okay, students, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, all right? So at home, you try, all the exercises once again, and hope to meet you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a nice time.